Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Sidetrack here, bringing our next episode in our Let's Play series. So here I am, standing down here in one of the many tunnels that's been dug by our Steve's Cart miner since the last time we played. If you look at my mini-map, you can see that it's done quite a lot of mining. This is just down at the lower level, down on Y level 2. I'll have to show you a little bit. But suffice it to say, where he was mining, I wasn't getting a whole lot of diamond. I was just a little bit above them. And, whee! Diamonds from heaven. I don't even know how to get to all those up there. Turn into a bat. So, yeah, I'll have to go upstairs and show you everything that we've been doing. Fly. But I'm just going to clear out these diamonds really quick. And, okay, let's go. Upstairs. Oh, track remover is removing track. Run upstairs so you can see kind of what's been done. All this was mined out. Got lots of redstone and lapis on this level. You'll have to see. It's a crazy huge haul. Here back at, what was this, 30? Where we got all that iron from. And going upstairs as quick as I can. Woo, too high. So this is working out really well. Like, really, really well. Heck, I almost like it better than I like doing a quarry. But you can see tons of iron and gold, and actually we made some iron and gold blocks because we just had too much of it. Tons of lapis and redstone. We've got all the wood that we need, and we're converting it into all the coal and charcoal that we need. Well, charcoal. Now, one thing that I should note is I actually added an extra program in under one of these. I think it was under lumber cart, where basically what I've got is I set up two emitters, and I'll show you those in a little bit. Well, I set up an emitter, I should say. And so what it does is it essentially it inputs all the stuff like we had, but I stuck a flow condition in here, so it'll actually goes to a condition. It's going to check our wood chest. I think it's the wood chest. No. It's the charcoal chest. And it's going to look to see if we have 500 charcoal. And if we have 500 charcoal, then it's going to say, it's going to emit a true condition, and it will output a 15 strength on the redstone emitter that I'm going to show you in a second. And if it's false, then it's going to turn off that redstone strength from that emitter. So essentially, what I've ended up doing is I put another... Ooh, bad guys. I put another one of these advanced tracks here, and I think we did the timer last time, and so it basically, whoa, that was a quick blowing up creeper. Didn't blow up much, that was kind of weird. But anyway, so it actually, the redstone emitter actually shuts off the timer. As you can see, it's emitting a redstone signal, the timer's not ticking down, so the cart doesn't go anywhere. And that's just because I really had no use for an infinite amount of wood, or a near infinite amount of wood and charcoal. Although at some point we may end up setting up, better power system, maybe use some steam boilers or something like that. So this is working out really well. I've actually thrown some charcoal into our survivalist generator. That's been burning for quite a while. To give you some idea of how long this has been going, I think I did this right at the end of the last episode, so it's been sitting for a while. I've been kind of here and out and not doing a whole awful lot. So anyway, so other things that I've been working on. I was trying to pretty the place up. I actually put a roof on here, although you can't see it. It's clear glass from Tinker's Construct. If I can jump up, you can see it on the Wayla tooltip. And then I put a kind of a light gray stained glass and dark gray, or regular old gray stained glass roof on here. Because I noticed a couple things were falling into my house, like Endermen, and that's never any good. So, yeah, that's what I've been up to. Ooh, one more thing. This is actually pretty cool. You may or may not like it. I don't know. So I decorated down here, finally. I used the infernal blocks from Railcraft. I carved... They're pretty easy to make. Basically, it's just soul sand and nether brick. I cooked up some of our nether rack into nether brick, crafted it into regular old nether brick, and then turned it into our infernal stone. I've also got some ornate infernal stones right here. And then, creeper infernal stones, I think you got those from just crafting the ornate. And then this stuff is blackstone bricks. They're pretty cool. Basically, it's just, you know, ink or some kind of black dye with stone. Nice dark texture. I think it's kind of cool. I kind of like the, you know, the bright green and the black, and then the resonant ender in the black. I think it's kind of nice. The next thing I did, I was going to do this on camera, but I figured it's all stuff that we've done before. I just kind of rerouted some of our redstone cable. So before it was running right in front, I just routed it up through the kind of the ceiling, and then I camouflaged it with you know, those whatever they're called. I don't have one in my inventory. Yeah, I painted it with the facades. That's what I was looking for. So the next thing I want to do, and I don't think I've shown this to you guys yet, so I wanted to do it on camera. If I can click the right button here. So remember, we painted our carpenter's door with you know, stone before to camouflage it. You can, nope, not right click, not left click. Let's see, I think it's shift right click. No, we don't want it to behave like an iron door. Oh, there we go. So shift and left click, and you can see right behind there, it pops off the texture. So let's turn this back into our camouflage door. There we go. And let's put some blackstone bricks on here. Cool. No door there at all. So yeah, it's been going pretty well. Unfortunately, I've died a couple times. I actually have lost like 50 levels worth of experience. We definitely need to make some kind of an experience bank. And you'll also notice that I got rid of the industrial craft cable. Now, I can't remember if I mentioned this before, but during one of the patches, the industrial craft just wasn't connecting to this anymore, which I don't really care right now because, you know, we've got tons of resonant ender, tons of ender pearls, and at some point we're going to want to probably just go ahead and connect this up to the rest of our system. I may do that off camera and just tell you about it because it's nothing particularly special. So that's what I've been up to. Today, what I want to do is I kind of want to start working with some of the mods, some other mods that I haven't really done a whole awful lot with, you know, on camera before. I want to get into some of the magical based mods. So, you know, Botania. I'm trying to stay away from Thaumcraft because I spent a lot of time on that last season, although I definitely am going to have to get into it because there's just some great things that are added with Thaumcraft. But I want to get into blood magic. That's actually something that I haven't really played with it much. But today I was thinking of Botania. And to get started with Botania, what you need is a sapling. And do I have a book around here somewhere? I thought I did, but maybe not. Oh, I do. Okay. And if my memory serves me correctly, you take a book and you take a sapling and you get the Lexica Botania. Excellent. Glad my memory worked. And so this is kind of like the Thaumonomicon for Thaumcraft. This is all the things you need to know about Botania. And so if you're interested in getting to Botania, the first thing you want to do is read this thing. I have not read all of it because I haven't done much with this. But a couple of things that I do know we need to do is that we are going to have to make this petal apothecary. And essentially what it does is it allows you to take petals from different plants and throw them into the apothecary and then make new flowers that help you with this whole mod. Because basically Botania, as the name kind of might suggest, if you think botany, which is the study of plants, Botania is all about growing magical plants and having them help you do what you want to do. So you've kind of got to run around and look for lots of plants and then pluck their flowers. And then you're going to take a flower, you're going to take 2 slabs and some regular old cobblestone, and it makes the petal apothecary. So let's go ahead and do that. Was that enough? How many did I grab? Oh, I already had some in my inventory. So we need to make some slabs, put a slab and this, and now I need to grab some petals. Petals are in here. I've done quite a bit of running around grabbing various plants. Grab some petals. Should work with any of them, I think. and we've got our Petal Apothecary. Now we're going to want a source of water for our Petal Apothecary. At some point in the near future, we're going to have to make ourselves like a Botania room, but for right now, I'm just going to stick it right here next to our portable water tank. So let me grab a bucket, because we're going to have to fill this. There are a couple of ways to automatically fill this, but they're not that easy. You know, it generally involves, you know, some kind of setup with an autonomous activator or something along those lines. There are also a couple things, I think, from Thaumcraft that people have said work. What am I looking for? I'm looking for a bucket, and I don't see one in here. So let's go ahead and make one. Not like I'm missing iron. Okay, so Petal Apothecary, 2, 3, bucket. Okay, now, so basically right click, fills up with water, pretty cool. And now we need to get some petals. Now there are a couple of things that we're gonna have to look for. So let's go back here. So, you know, it talks about, you know, mystical petals and the Petal Apothecary and the things like that. The first thing we're going to want to make is a pure daisy. So it's really important because what it does is it purifies wood and stone into living wood and living rock. So you basically surround it, and anything, you know, in kind of a, you know, block radius of it will turn into the correct, you know, living stone or living wood. So we need 4 petals from pure, or from basically 4 white petals. White petals, I should have several of them. I think I'm going to make 2 pure daisies. So we need 8 petals. You are also going to need seeds. I don't know if creeper plant seeds work. I think we need to use regular old seeds. And since I've got a lot of them, we're going to use regular seeds instead of the creeper plants. So we come over here. And I'll kind of jump up here so you can get a little bit of a viewpoint. So you just right click. No, wait, never mind. You throw them in here. So we throw 4 in there and you can see them. A little bit of a particle effect going on. And then to finish it, you throw in some seeds. And we got a pure daisy. Cool. Let's go ahead and make one more. Another pure daisy. Excellent. So let's go outside someplace and set up just a little area where we can have these pure daisies and we can surround them both with cobble and with wood. So 2 spaces. There we go. Let me grab some cobble and we will get these things cooking, or whatever word you'd use to describe it. So I'm going to grab a stack of stone. I'm going to grab some wood. Now, do I have to use regular, like, acacia wood? I didn't even look. Let's see. Yeah, I do. I have to use full-on logs. So we use oak, because I always have all the oak I want. Alright, stone, wood. Whoop, too far. Excellent. Alright, so I'm going to let these sit for a little bit, and then we're going to come back once they're all done. Alright, so that really doesn't take very long. I've made about 38 wood, 42 living rock, and then I realized, well, this would be really smart if I just use a lumber axe. I can chop down a whole bunch of them all at once. Makes my life a lot easier. So, yeah, I'm going to do some stone this time. So once you get your living rock and your living wood, you can start to work with the rest of this mod. So let's take a look at what we can do. So there are a couple of things we're going to have to make right off the bat to get any further with this mod. Both of them are under what they call mana manipulation. We are going to have to make a mana pool and a mana spreader. Now the mana pool works to store mana. If you've never played a game that uses mana before, essentially it's the power source of, oh, listen, There we go. It's the power source for most magical spells and things like that. And the mana pool will store that power. Now, it's pretty easy to make. You just take living rock, put it in a boat shape, and, you know, pretty simple. This will make you a diluted mana pool. Now, the diluted mana pool really only has one purpose. It's used to make a normal mana pool. So you take the diluted mana pool, you fill it up with mana, and then you throw a new diluted mana pool into there, and it turns into a regular mana pool. And we're going to do that in a minute, so you'll get to check it out. So the next thing we have to make is a mana spreader, because the mana pool by itself has no way to get mana to it. You have to use a mana spreader to bring that mana to it. So you can kind of see here, you point the mana spreader at points and spreads the mana to wherever you want it to go. It'll make more sense when we do it. It's pretty easy to make this. Requires some living wood, some gold, and a petal. Now the last thing we're going to have to do to actually use both the mana pool and the mana spreader is we need a way to make mana. For that, we're going to go under generating flora, and the first thing we're going to make is a day bloom. The easiest of the flower. It's like a solar generator. It works during the day. Petals, or the plant uses photosynthesis to make mana. You need to set it in a basically configuration so that there are not two day blooms side by side. Gives you diminishing returns. It won't stop the mana generation, just not as effective. And for this, we're going to need to use our petal apothecary to make our day bloom. So let's go ahead and get started. We are going to need to make 2 of these mana pools. Oop. So we've got 2 of those. We're going to have to make 1 mana spreader. And I need to grab some gold and a petal. Grab 1 gold. Nope, not that one. Petals are in here. Oh, what flowers do we have lots of? We've got lots of blue. Go ahead and make some blue petals. And we just need to go gold. If I could click correctly, it'd be wonderful. Mana spreader. Cool. So the next thing we're going to want to do is make a day bloom. Now the day bloom, provided my memory is working correctly, we need 2 yellows, and we're going to make 2 flowers. So we're going to need 2 yellows, we're going to need a light blue, oh, got a light blue here, and we're going to need 2 oranges. That works out. So, do I have an... Yeah, okay. I saw the light, or the dark blue in my inventory, and I got all confused for a second there. Okay, so where's my bucket? Bucket's down here. This is filled. We need light blue, orange, and let's make ourselves some yellow. Okay, so 2 yellow, orange, light blue. Do I have seeds somewhere? Yes, I do. And a seed. Excellent. Blue, orange, yellow, seed. Cool. 2 day blooms, mana pool, and a spreader. Let's go ahead and put these out here. And we'll chop down this living wood in a minute. So we're going to have to make ourselves like an actual Botania area. But for right now, ooh, forgot something. We're going to, oh wait, that's other direction. Where's my... So this places, basically you want the green to go toward where you want to send it. And then we're going to send it to our diluted mana pool. Now we are going to need to make a... Do I have any petals? No. We're going to need... Do I have any petals in here? Oh, there we go. I think it's 2. See if I can do this correctly. So we need 1, 2, 3 living twigs. 1, 2, 3. And you can use any color petals. It will, make your wand have different colors on it. So I don't think there's functionally any difference, but okay, cool. So you can see that this would send it over here, You right click, and that should work correctly, I do believe. So you can see that the mana spreader is slowly building up its charge. I think I may have just drained that. Oh, there we go. Okay. So it builds up enough charge, and then once it has enough, it goes whoosh and sends more mana into our diluted mana pool. Now, we are going to need enough mana to make a regular mana pool. And so I'll let this sit for a bit. I might make some more day blooms just to make this go a little bit faster, and be back in a few. Alright, I think there's enough mana in here. There's a little check mark on that arrow. Not quite sure if that's saying that it will work or not, but I think it does. So let's try. Oh, there we go. Cool. So we have a regular mana pool. I think it's about time that we ought to just go ahead and think of a place to set this stuff up, because I kind of am going to need a little bit more mana in here, and I think that as soon as you break the pool, it loses all mana that it has. So let's find my pickaxe and try this out. Yep, all gone. So let's do this. Let's sit this down for a minute, let it gather some power, and I'm going to think about where I want to have a Botania room. Maybe somewhere over this way. I'd kind of like to have just like a little garden area. Maybe get some, like, do some mossy brick, or I don't know. And maybe over here, because we've got our tree farm over there. Maybe a nice little Botania area, walled garden or something like that. Man, my train station looks so hideous. I need to fix my train station. Oh well, it's okay. Or I could also do it right in here, but yeah, that's too much stuff in the way. So yeah, I'm going to, let's do this. Mossy cobblestone, maybe? Let's see. I think we can cheat in. It's not really cheating. I think we can get some mossy cobblestone from, oh no, we can't. Never mind. Take that back. We can get some colored bricks. Let's see. I thought maybe it's mossy brick that I can get. I don't even know. We're just experimenting right now. Mossy brick. Can I get mossy brick with this? I can. Okay. Do I want mossy brick or mossy? Mossy brick would probably look better. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to make some mossy brick, and then maybe start doing the groundwork for a little garden area. And I'll meet you guys back, and we'll set some more Botania up. Alright, we've got enough mana to go ahead and whoop. Make another mana pool. Let's go ahead and pick this up. We'll pick this up. Maybe? Let's just pick up our axe. There we go. And my inventory's full, isn't it? Well, throw those down. And what else can I get rid of? I don't really want belladonna seeds right now. Pick up these day blooms, and then run over here, and you can see little tiny area that I have. Just kind of make a little walled garden area where we're going to have all of our nice plants inside. They need to make it bigger at some point. But for right now, take some day blooms, and so put them the way we had them before. Our mana spreader, and we'll have our mana pool. And just because, we may as well put another one there. Now it's going to hit this mana pool and fill this one up. I don't think this one will ever get filled up. I think it's just going to sit there for now, but we'll find out. Alright, back inside. I want to go ahead and move this petal apothecary out to our Botania area. Whoops. And the next thing we need to do is the petal apothecary needs water, and I don't really have a source of water out there. So I would, like to use this thing we call the reservoir. It's pretty simple to make, just some glass, a cauldron, and then some fused quartz. This is the hardest thing, because it requires some nether quartz, but that's pretty simple to get. And one of the things that you can do with the reservoir, if you hold down shift, it says when placed in a 2x2x1, you can add water, and it will act as an infinite water source, which is pretty cool. The next thing I want to do is go ahead and make ourselves another tank. tank is pretty easy. We've made those before. Tank. Oh, I'm going to need some more glass. In theory, it's easy. In reality, not so sure. Okay. Tank. What am I doing wrong? What am I doing? Oh, wait. Remove. It's been so long since I've made a tank, I don't remember how. Because it's only been an episode or two. Alright. So, we want to come over here. And I think we'll put the Petal Apothecary, somewhere maybe right there. And let's go ahead and excavate out just kind of under here. We're going to need to place a 2x2 reservoir and place 1 bucket, 2 buckets of water. Cool. Now, if we shift click, it should, let's see, right click with the wrench to enable auto output. Let's clear this away. Okay, that should be an auto output. We can just put that on there, and there we go. Excellent. Let's put our water back here, or our walls back here. Great. So now we've got a nice supply of water. Pretty simple. I'm going to probably build like a bookshelf or something to store our buckets here. But for now, it works. Great. So we've got a little bit of power, a little bit of water. Next thing, what should we do? Well, let's take a look at our, no, not seeds, our Lexico Botania. So one thing that we notice is that these day blooms, they provide an infinite source of power during the daytime. Pretty low maintenance. The downside is it really doesn't produce much power. I was doing a little bit of reading, and it's something like 3/4 of a mana every second or something like that. So it's a very small amount. And so we want to take a look at some other generating flora. So day bloom generates during the daytime. Our, nightshade does the same thing, but at nighttime. It actually produces less power at nighttime. So, not bad if we want, round-the-clock power. We could have some day blooms and some nightshade. Another really cool one is a hydrangea. The hydrangea uses water. So you just place it near a block of water, and it will absorb the water in. And this makes about one mana every second, I think. It might be once a tick, I don't remember. And then there are some that, some plants, there's the, the thermalily, which does the same thing but with lava. I don't have a infinite supply of lava right now, so I'm not going to go with that one. But then there's the endoflame. The endoflame produces a lot of power. And it uses coal or charcoal or some kind of burnable material to do so. This one is probably a good thing for us to go to, especially since we just built our tree farm that's not doing a whole awful lot of anything right now. But there are some other things. We could go with the entroponium. Something. And that produces power from explosions. There are a bunch of different things that, most of these other ones are going to consume items to produce a lot of power kind of in a blast. Every time it consumes an item, produces a lot of power. I think we're going to go ahead and make some endoflames, because that's probably the easiest thing for us right now. Now, in order for endoflames, we need to have just some red petals, some brown petals, some gray petals, and some of them like and then we're going to have a red mana petal and a brown mana petal. Your mana petals are created by throwing regular old petals into your mana pool, and then they come out as mana petals. So I'm going to go grab some petals and be back in a second. Well, heck, one thing that I noticed is I don't have any brown flowers. So that's kind of a pain. However, it may not be a lost cause. One thing you could make is this floral fertilizer. You can either use, 2 red and 2 yellow regular old dye, or you can also make this with floral powder. You can basically make floral powder by crushing up using a mortar and pestle. or pestle, a flower petal. And mortar and pestle is really easy to make. So we're going to go ahead and make 4 of these and hope, we're going to kind of cross our fingers that it will grow us some brown flowers, although I kind of doubt it, but you never know. The other thing, while I'm in here, I'm going to go ahead and make ourselves some oak shelves. I'm making 3, even though we're not going to use all of them in here. It's always nice to have one when you need it. Alright, so let's run over here and try this whole floral fertilizer. So right click, ooh, look, flowers, yay! Although not the ones we want, unfortunately. Let's try it again. No. One more. No. Okay, well, it was worth a shot. So let me go find some flowers. Back in a few. Actually, before I do that, I brought a chest out here. Chest for flowers and for wood and stone that we can then later turn into. We can bring those daisies in here, so we can have a little bit of. Ooh, I have one more. Thought I used all this, and still no luck. Oh well. All right, back in a little bit. Yay, brown petals! I'm not even that far away. I'm just kind of went up on the hill over here. Ooh, and there's also a creepy little. I think this is from Thaumcraft. I think there's a spawner under here. I'm not quite sure. Oh yeah. Wisps. Oh, wisps. Okay. Cool. What's in here? Iridium ore. Wow. Ooh, ender lily seeds. Oh, logic matrix programmer. Excellent. Iridium ore would be fancy. I don't know what some of these binding agencies are. I'm not very good with blood magic. Grab the disc. Leave the rest of this stuff in here. I'll come back for it later. And there's also an aura node up here. And my guess is the sinister node, considering we have, this darkened texture around here. I guess the wisp must have spawned under here? I don't know if there's something under here. Let's gonna find out. Let's dig under here and find out. And get shot by a wisp. Ooh, look. Die, wisp. Well, that was easy. Did he drop anything? No, it doesn't really look like it. Let's throw some of this stuff out of here. Usually wisps will drop. Oh, there we go. An ethereal essence. What else can I get rid of? Seeds, no. Enderlily seeds. Tile. I think that might be the only thing there. Only one essence. Okay. Well, I'm going to go find some more brown and back in a little bit. Okay, back. So found a decent number of plants out there, although a couple of those were the ones we planted. So I've got some mystical red flowers, mystical gray flowers, mystical brown flowers. Let's go ahead and make these petals. I'm going to try and make 2 of these, or a couple of these endo flames. Now we need 1 red mana petal and 1 brown mana petal per flame. So, should work. Be great if I could actually aim here. Alright, so we got 1 red. I'm just going to kind of do these in order and see how many we can make. And 1 brown, 1 brown, 1 red, actually. I have a fair number of these. I might be able to make... Cool. Maybe to make 4 of these guys. Okay, so we're going to need 1 brown, 1 red, 1 mystical red, 1 mystical brown, and 1 mystical light gray. Not too bad. Let's move our seeds down here. Where'd those grays go? Light gray. And... dot, 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 dot. Okay, so... 1 red, 1 brown, 1 light gray, 1 red, 1 brown. Seeds. Did I get it? Sweet. Alright. Bucket. Let's go ahead and snag my bucket out of here. Just, aww. Well, if I didn't have one in my inventory, this would have worked out quite well. Okay, so 1 red, 1 brown, 1 gray, 1 red, 1 brown. Seeds. Excellente. Whoa. Go in the right place. Didn't uproot anything, did I? Okay. 1 red, 1 brown, 1 gray. I'm going to stop talking. Sweet. Let's go ahead and refill this. Throw a bucket back up there. Actually, let's put both of them here. And I'm going to need a bucket, of course. Okay, so the endo flames are pretty cool. Essentially, what you do, and I think I could just stick them right here. We are going to have to automate this at some point, but right now, and we'll probably automate it next episode. But for right now, let's go grab some coal, or charcoal rather. Now, to my knowledge, these endo flames will burn longer with blocks that have, more, basically if you make a block of coal, it's going to burn for longer than just charcoal. But essentially all you have to do is drop the coal on top, and in a minute, it'll eat it up. You will see a little bit of flames working on the top. And wow, that's producing a whole lot more mana. So that's pretty cool. That works out great. Excellent. And with that, folks, we're going to have to go ahead and call it. Next episode, we're going to work on automating some of these endo flames in the rain. Hope that doesn't have an adverse effect. Don't think it does. Yeah, and we're going to have to automate this and kind of start making some of the cool items that was the real reason I wanted to play around with this mod to begin with. So until next time, this is Sidetrack signing off. Have a great day, folks.